6. Command Toga, SRS runway, auto thrust is blue. 80 knots, thrust set. 5500. 3 left. Rotate.
All right. I didn't want to wait anymore. I've just been itching to show y'all something. I couldn't wait any longer. We are going live on a special double stream here. Now, we're in an airplane that I understand the model doesn't look that great right now, but introducing the V1 Simulations King Air B200. You're going to see the cockpit for the first time ever. Fully simulated ICAS ProLine 21 system, fully simulated engine failures, fully simulated everything like you've never seen before. Now, the model's a little iffy right now. I get it. Work in progress. But I think you're going to like this one. So welcome in. Yeah, seriously, Ken LeMay, seriously. This is our bird. I don't have any liveries for it yet. You can see we got to get rid of the winglets out there. But this is, hello. Yeah, this is going to be our bird for this one, man. So I've partnered with Phantom 320 and Fenix Simulations to bring you the next era in simulation of turboprops. How many ECAM messages, though? Over 1,000 different lines of failure code in this King Air. So I know it's ugly on the outside, but just wait till we get in here to the cockpit. So let me go ahead and pop in. Let me show you. Oh, wait a second. This is X-Plane. Ah, there she is. Turbine Duke. I wish I could build a King Air and like the way I want it and then release it, but that's way above my pay grade. So here we are. Round 2, the fun one. Thank you for tuning in. I feel like we got all the work all the work is out of the way, and now we get to have a little fun. We're going up to Truckee. It's a mile visibility. It's heavy snow. It's windy. It's cold. We're departing Santa Barbara. It should be a juicy one. 1 hour, 20-something minutes en route. We got ATC online. I think it's going to be fun. Now, we aren't in the special V1 livery, which is near and dear to my heart, my absolute favorite livery of all time. But we're saving that livery for Barry Seal operations and the charter flight. So we are in a different livery for this stream. This is actually one of the default liveries. I think it looks pretty good. It actually kind of reminds me of a King Air-esque type livery. Yeah, we're in the Turbine Duke, so we're not flying our Piston Duke. That is still up there safely in Portland, Oregon, and we'll be resuming Barry Seal contract Tour de Americas this weekend. So be sticking around for that. We will continue that this weekend. This is we haven't flown a turbine in a long time, and I've been itching to fly some PT6. So here we go. 3.5 weeks until 4-1. How are you going to chop this info? Oh, I've got some more up my sleeve, man. No worries. But maybe I got a couple of y'all on that one. So let's not waste any more time. Without further ado, let's hop into the lovely Turbine Duke. Now, you'll notice this is much different. We don't have our custom black panel and all that, but mix it up a little bit. Now, for Truckee, I did throw in a 430 GPS, all right? So we got to rock the 430 because that's the only approach. There's a VOR approach in there. I don't think we'll be able to get down with the VOR. So I threw in the 430, which is going to be kind of a test run to see if we like it, because when we fly our Tour de Americas flight, we're going to have to determine if we want to do a 430 or a 530 or a 430 530 stack or a KLN. We got to determine what avionics suite we want for our Tour de Americas. So this is our testing, our test flight with the 430. So let's go ahead and open the window, which it is, and let's take a look at our payload here. So everything looks good here for this, but we're going to go ahead and double check the fuel. Debrief said block of 1224 because we got an alternate of Sacramento, which is probably good to have. So we're actually going to we're going to listen to them for this fuel load. We're going to take the block fuel 1224. Let's see if we can get it close to 1,300 pounds of fuel. So let's go 80-80 aside, 80-80, that's 1,000. Geez, 90. There we go, 1283 aside. Wow, why is it so washed out right now? I don't know what's going on, maybe the way the sun is. But there's our payload. Everything looks good. Everybody's loaded up. We are takeoff weight right now is 68. Max is 7, so we're 200 below max. Failures are turned up to 11. Oh, we have an active failure? I actually don't know. I only have like 6 hours on this airplane. Well, let's leave it off. Let's see if we can determine what the failure is before we blast off. I actually don't know what we have a failure on right now. I haven't flown the Turbine Duke in quite some time. So here we go. No cams today. We're just going to go idle forward cutoff. Oh, hell, I think I can do a cam. Let me see if I've got my... I have a cam here I can load up for you. I think we can. We'll do this situation here like that. And just do a pseudo cameras today. We'll run you up like that. Pull you out a little bit. There you go. You can see a little bit now. That should be fine for today's stream. Alright, so we're idle forward cutoff. That looks good. Let's change it to red though, because the Duke interior has got the red light. So let's do that. There we go. That washes it out though, doesn't it? What if we turn that brightness down? There we go. Just a little red glow under it. Ooh, that's juice. All right. That's the juice. Here we go. 430 would fit the Duke really well. Well, this is what we got today. We got the 430 on. Let me make sure sounds are all the way up. You tell me when it gets too loud for you because I can't get enough of the sounds on this airplane. So battery master switch is coming up. Let's make sure we're live weather, live time first and foremost before we get going here. Live weather, live time. It's 2 o'clock. Everything looks good. That looks good. Panel lights are off. Everything's coming up. So we'll go ahead and open the oil doors. We'll get the nav light on, beacon on. Idle on the... now I have a beta range there, so I'm going to set them at idle. Forward, we're cut off on the fuel selectors. Come down here. Let me hide this yoke for a second. Pressurization, while I'm looking at it, we're going to spin you all the way up to 28. You can hear that oil cooler doors now are fully opened. Let's set pressurization 1,000 above. We'll call it 29,000 feet. That looks good. And for engine start, we got to pull all those chocks and covers. So let's come back over here real quick. Chocks, pitot, boom, boom, boom. Those are all done. Doors and windows are closed and locked. Beacon is on. Take a look. Oh yeah, look at that. We got King Air starting up next to us as well. We're gonna start number 1 for sounds. Normally we'd start number 2 here, but let's go ahead and start number 1 first. So we're gonna go ignition, starter on. Oh yeah, clear the caution. NG's on the rise. Here we go. Max motoring. I don't know why they're so bright right now. It does look bright, doesn't it? Fuel. ITT. Ooh, 785. Should have waited a little longer on that one. ITT rollback. 50% starter off. Flicks only got to 650. That seems pretty cool. Alright, generator on. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do the number 2 start. We'll write in number 2. We'll go ahead and get the inverter on now. And here we go. Ignition. Start 2. On the rise, we're going to max motor it. See if we can't get a lower ITT on this one. I was a little premature on the first fuel. 17.8, 17.9, fuel. That one's hot too. Geez, 801, 800? Why is it so hot? Oh, we're starting with the tailwind. We're starting with the tailwind. Hold on. Chat. Could this be possible? Starter off. Ignition is we're gonna go auto. Auto. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try something. We're gonna release the brake. After start, we're gonna hold our after starts, but starters are off. We'll get Gen 2 online for right now. I'm gonna turn around. I have to see. I've never seen temps that hot. I'm going to turn around. We had a 20 knot direct tailwind. I'm going to turn around, shut down, and try to start again. Just the one engine. All right, so here we go. We're idle. Let's set the brake. Let's go. Avionics is still off. Generator off. Let's go ahead and kill number 2. We'll fully feather it. Now it should be a little bit hotter because it's already semi-warm. But what was that, like an 802 on the temp? I mean, that was close. Let's go ahead and let's let it cool off for just a hair. So we'll let it cool down. I'll get you ready for start. But let's get our avionics up and running, and then we'll start it again. We're going to let it cool for a minute here. We're going to get you transponder on, squawking 2,000. We're going to leave the vent blower off because we don't want any excess load on there. We want to try to keep everything about the same. Squawking 2,000, that looks good. We're on 22.8. Is there a CTAF here? Let's see. .CTAF for KSBA. 119.7. The primary? You are, yeah. Alright. Alright, so we're 119.7. We're going to load up the GPS. Let it come to life. So you can see how hot she is. She's coming down, though. What were the temps before start? 0? Oil cooler doors are open. Ice deflectors are off. But she's cooling rapidly. We got 20 knot winds right down the pipe. If it's, I mean, even if it's 1 degree cooler than that last start, that means that it's somewhat trying to take into account the tailwind. It's got to be. Gotta be. All right, we're almost loaded up. Can I get a radio check here, Santa Barbara?
5x5.
Roger. What was your temp, Flicks?
600 or 610 or plus.
That's way too cold, man. Especially with a tailwind. All right, 801 degrees, Zach. I've got it memorized. All right, we'll throw a quick flight plan here, though. So let's go ahead and we'll do our typing too. So we're Kilo Sierra Bravo Alpha. Enter, and then we're going to pull out my flight plan. A couple of fixes. Center's online. Are we under that center umbrella? We might have to talk to somebody. Directed to GVO. Ah, dang it. Gulf Victor Osco, Gaviota. En route from there, we're going direct to Papa X-Ray November. Papa X-Ray November, which is Pinoche. We'll enter that. And then the VOR just prior to Truckee is going to be Sierra Whiskey Romeo. Palisades, enter that. And then our destination of KTRK, Truckee, enter. All right, that looks good on the flight plan. Zoom you down. We'll get you sorted once we get up to departure. 200 there. That's on standby. Looking good. Okay, so Felix says I got up to 22 NG peak. Well, that is probably accurate because you're in a 350. You have bigger engines. I think your motoring is going to be a little bit higher. Let me see if... how can I oh no, center's offline, so we don't even have to call anybody. Center's offline. It's close enough to ambient. I think it is. Let's give it a start. So I think this will save my flight plan. Let's go avionics off. We're not going to change anything. We're going to leave the windows shut. We're idle forward cutoff. Let's try this again. So ignition, starter on. Here we go. We'll max motor it. You can see it's cooling there as it starts to spin up a little bit. That's normal. Nope, Gen 1 is offline. Oh, I'm sorry, Gen 1 is online. Yes, Tom, Gen 1 is online. We're going to max motor it. Look at, we're actually getting a little bit more, 17.9. Oh my gosh, look at that, chat. I'm done. 610C for start because we didn't have a frickin' tailwind. I'm done. This is unbelievable. Shoot, I just cooked my starter. That's coming off. Generator on, ignition auto, avionics coming back on. This is real life. Can I get some real lives, please, in chat? Can I get some real lives? It simulates the ITT for start blowing up the tailpipe. Unbelievable. I remember, real quick funny story when I was flying Beech 99. So when I was loading on the ramp, same thing. We had a rip-in tailwind for start, and I was like, man, I don't want to. And I couldn't. There was an issue with like trying to tow the airplane. I didn't have a guy there to be able to tow it to turn us around because it's the middle of the night. The wind was ripping, so I had the UPS driver. I said, hey, can you park your box truck behind the engine? So on the King Air, you had a little bit more space. So he literally, I marshaled him in real tight. So he didn't hit the airplane, but his truck was blocking the wind. And then I was able to start it up. Once I got it started up, I gave him the signal, and he drove off. But, yeah, because he can't start with the tailwind. That's just ripping up the tailpipe like that. It's so cool, man. Unbelievable. We'll reacquire the satellites, and we'll get out of here. This is unbelievable. We're going to taxi 2-5. Let's bring up... we're over here somewheres. We're over here. So we're going to go Delta Bravo for runway 25. Santa Barbara traffic, November 357 Bravo Sierra. We're going to taxi runway 25 via Bravo and Gulf. Or actually Bravo 125 for Santa Barbara traffic. We don't have a departure procedure. We'll set our top altitude of flight level 280. 280 is set. That's in the box. CDI is on GPS. Let's go flight plan. We got to highlight you and go direct enter. Direct enter to Gaviota. And then we'll put you on nav page. I tell you what, let's leave it on this airport page for a little bit. Kind of give us some situational awareness. Taxi lights coming on. Electric pitch trim is set. No flaps required for takeoff. And what's the temp in here? 62 degrees, that's fine. No need to turn on the air. Let's release the brakes and go. This is 2024, JC. You're cold though, Force Raptor? Ah, it'd be fine. And we'll warm it up here real soon. Yeah, we got to do a little bit of a run up to see what our actual failure is here. Santa Barbara traffic. Oh, what is this? 2.5 already? We're going to taxi to 1.5. Taxi to 1.5 for the headwind. Wait, what? This is not a proper runway sign. We're going to the other run. We're going to the proper runway. BKG, what's up, my man? Thanks for the 20 months. V1, are you on the beta? I am on the beta, man. The Sim Update 1 released while we were live, so I will go to Sim Update 1 beta, but I would go to Sim Update 1, but I am on the beta right now. Let's do a magic barrel ref here while we're at it. Runway 25 is further up. Yeah, we're going to 25. All right, I know where we're going now. We'll zoom you out. Let's put you on, keep you on terrain mode, actually, for now. Whoa. Look at this tailwind just pushing us. Shoot, did a little reverse here. We're going to turn into the wind. We'll do a little bit of a run up. All right, brakes are set. Let's go ahead and do some checks. We'll start here. Window heat works. That looks good. Fuel vent loads are coming up. We need those. Speedo heats. Load checks. Prop heats. Those are checking. Let's go ahead and run it up here. That RPM up there, about 1800. 1900 is fine. Let's do a boot cycle. I got ribs on the right, ribs on the left. That looks good. De-icing pressure checks. Where is the governor switch? Crazy. Going crazy. Prop heat. Oh, there it is. There's our governor check. See how it's holding it on number 1. Okay, so that one works. I don't know what the failure is. It seems to be working. Key 6, my man, thanks for the $5 super chat. Yeah, I had alerts muted. Oh no, alerts don't work on this one. For some reason, this cam, the alert box doesn't work on this camera. Or this thing. Key 6, thanks for the $5 super chat. Do we have time stop at 308 Harris Ranch to pick up some steaks? Oh yeah. We can definitely do that, my man. Appreciate you. Thanks for the $5 super chat, Key 6. We're going right over your neck of the woods on this one too. All right, no flaps required. Auto heat is off. Everything looks good. Pressurization, air. We'll leave you pulled out just a hair. Anything pulled over here? Oh. What is this? Prop. our prop surface boots. Did we not check prop heat? I didn't do it. I'm not getting any ground heat amps. Chat. I mean, the breaker reset. We're not getting any juice. We need that. It's got to be prop surface. How do I find what it is? Show active. There it is. You have to turn them on, then press. It's failing the test. Only one. Watch over here. Watch the prop amps. Our left prop is not getting any heat. And we had a pop breaker. Well, if this were a Barry Seal flight, we would have to cancel for maintenance. But this is not. This is for fun. So we'll reset that. That is so cool. I freaking love the Dukes. All right, let's get out of here. Let's get our yokes back on. Electric trim is on. We'll turn all our lights, wing, landing lights. We'll go beacon, recog, nav, and strobe. No panel lights. We'll get pitot heats are coming on, and fuel vent heats are coming on. Left ignitions are set there in auto. Let's go. Santa Barbara traffic, Duke 7 Bravo Sierra, departing runway 25 straight out. Santa Barbara traffic. We'll go straight out here about 250. Let's go. Unbelievable. Rusty C, thank you for the 48 months support. V1 crewman, I love the prop time, juicy, spicy. Nice catch on the failure. I was getting ready to just go, but I saw that breaker popped. That would have been no bueno, y'all. We're gonna need that surface heat here as we go into Truckee. Zilla, thank you for the 28 months support. Appreciate you. Here's to the next 28. Yoga in chat. Beautiful. Thank you, Zilla.
Traffic.com 254 lining up.
Spin my heading bug around. Let's course line. Where's my heading bug? There she is. My heading bug spun around. Let's go. Lights are on. Powers are set. Barrows are set. Yep, 29 or 88. Here we go. A little bit easier to set power. There goes our ignition lights. And set torque. There's not too much of a lag on this one. About 1200 on the torque is all I want. Bring back number 2 just a hair. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Through 100. Ooh, man, she wants to fly this headwind. Positive rate. Gear up. Fly with. We're flying. Pitching up, even more, 4,000 feet a minute. We need that 120. Looking for blue line, looking for blue line. Look at that climb performance. Blue line. Almost 4,000 feet a minute through 1,000 feet. There it is. Now we can lower the nose. Lower that nose a little bit. Santa Barbara traffic, Duke 7 Bravo Sierra off 25 straight out. Last call, Santa Barbara. All right, sim sound's coming down about 70%. Looking for 140. Power set at 11. Let's bring you to 1100 on the torque. And then we got to get our CDI and everything set up here properly. Do 2,000 on these engines. Let's put you in regular track mode. Let's go direct. Enter. Course 1 force. Oh, is it not going to give us RNAV because we have the... It's not going to give us what we need because it's only a 430 and we have the KNS 81. That's a problem. We need to go 530 and KNS 81 maybe. we can't link our 430 to the HSI. Uh-oh. Yeah, we could do a hot swap. Let's do a hot swap. This is testing. Let's do a double stack. Hopefully it doesn't crash while we're in flight here. All right, see? Now she'll fly with the double stack. We'll put you GBO. There we go. We're looking good now. So, Luke, it's not odd. So there's a limitation. When you run the 430 and you have the KNS 80, it's still tied to your KNS 80. So you won't be able to use the 430 as a primary nav slave to your HSI. That's just part of how they have it rigged. So if you want, you can get rid of the KNS 81, which, I mean, if you think about it, would be 100% redundant. So now I'm running the 430, 530 stack, and the old KNS 80 over here is just for fun. All right, we're climbing up. Let's maintain 1100 on the torque here for climb. So 1100 is set on the torque. Temps are 739. Props 2000. We're looking good. Come a little bit left. We'll get our prop heats on. Actually, until we start picking up any ice, let's save it. Let's go prop heats off. I normally leave, what I've been doing here with the Duke is I leave the window heat off, and unless I start picking up window ice, then I'm not really too concerned about any other icing. We're gonna do a little Maverick and Goose show here. We're gonna go around this cumulonimbus. It reset our top altitude though, so let's respin that in there. We're going up to 28,000 feet. 28,000 feet. Is TDS working at 24? I'm not sure. I haven't tried. Oh, see there, we're getting the ice. See, we're getting window ice. So now I know, yeah, we're actively icing up. Let's get the window heats on. Let's get our surface heats on as well. Let's punch through this. Let's get up there in that torque. Let's go a little bit more. Let's go 1150. Watch those temps. Going 1150 on the torque now. I'm trying to punch through these layers. They're at 10,000 feet. Get the lights off. Steady beacon, steady nav. Actually, we'll leave strobe and nav on. That'll be standard. See, we cleaned up our window here. Kind of a rush to get out of these clouds here. Try to climb it up. That looks beautiful, but I miss my whiskey throttle lid here. Force Raptor, yeah, maybe for an upgrade price. You're right. I think you're right, Force Raptor. Watching those temps here as I'm really trying to climb it pretty hard. You can see we're actually getting some radar returns down there too. Keep an eye on our radar over there. Bring the range in a little bit. 20-mile range. You can see what it's painting. It's painting all this stuff up here. All right, our temps are approaching 750. I'm going to lower the nose a little bit now. Let's knock those props back to straight 2 Course 334 is our next course line. Let's start the turn. We'll spin the heading bug over there, give me an idea. Clear right. See, our torque is falling off as we climb. That's accurate. Keep pumping it up, 1100. Watching that ITT. I'm still blown away that the tailwind ITT relation is modeled. That's great. Course line should be 3, 4, right? What would I said? Yeah. 3, 4. Got a little bit of a crosswind up here, it seems. What's the VY? 130 something, 132. I have to look, Bills. I might be thinking of the Grand Duke. I have to check the turbine, see if it's any different. I want to say it's 130 something, 132. But I think they trim out real nice in my experience here, especially with the Brunner at 140. And I like 140 because it gives you a little leeway. If you need to juice up a climb, you know, if you want to climb above something, you can trim it up and trade that speed for climb rate. So I like to give myself just a little margin there. Yeah, I need a little bit more of a crosswind correction there. Have I tried the 8-way Comanche? No, I have not. Dead to me. Single engine. Yeah, see, we're going to be, got some turns out there. Alright, let's get ready to go through 17.5. Torque check. Torque and ITT check. Let's run it up a little bit. Getting real close. We can run 750 for a little while. So we're still okay. Just trying to get up there to about 1100 on the torque. 1100 torque is set. Temperature is getting cold in here, so let's go auto heat, blower high, temp increase. And we're all trimmed out, so let's go autopilot on. Heading nav out blue. I'm going to keep it in heady mode here to rejoin the course line. 18,000 set standard. A&R headsets are coming on. They say it's the best G in the game. That's what people say, but everybody who said that and then flown the Dukes, they come back and say the Dukes are actually better. The main reason is I don't want to fly single engine, and I think single engine props are meh. It's okay, but I'd much rather have a twin, whether it's the twin piston Duke or the twin turbine. So we're gonna run rental car mode here on our ITT. So since we're gonna do that, let's go ahead and start the chrono, and let's juice up the torque. We can run up to like what, 770. I'll lower that nose though. Oh, why is my binding not? Do I need to enable that? For some reason it's not working. Oh, it's a different livery. You know what? It might be because it's a different livery. Might have to change that binding around. Running the King Air rental car mode at 810 ITT. Cheese flicks. Turn it down a little bit more. So Flix, your King Air start is definitely not simulated as good as the Duke, because with that 20 knot tailwind up the pipe, definitely would have temped you out or got close. I mean, we almost temped out. 801 is that's right at the limit. That's right at the limit. Man, I can't get over on this course line to save my life. Let's redirect it. And now we'll nav it. We'll let the autopilot come up with a wind correction angle here. Trying to juice that torque up a little more. That's it. That's all she's got. So we're torqued out, but we're below our temp, so we're looking good. But we got the timer growing. Remind us that we're going to have to watch those ITTs here in a little bit. Let's double check our pressurization. Cabin is climbing. Things are looking good. Let's start going for speed now. Lower the nose just a little more. Still doing 1,500 feet a minute. It's pretty crazy. Let's get some speed underneath us right now. Ground speed check 208. So we're picking up some. Good evening, Hung Start. Love your name, dude. Almost had a hot start. V1 is a single engine hater. Yeah, pretty much. There, take it from Zach. I thought it was diehard A2A, and then he flew the Dukes, and he hasn't flown the Comanche since. Nothing wrong with saying it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with, the Comanche. I'm sure it's a great add-on. I just twins, dude. Twin engine juice. Twin engine power. We're doing 1,000 feet a minute at 150 indicated in a pressurized twin. Love it. I see everyone having fun with the A350. Do you recommend the buy? Mick, I mean, listen, dude, I had good experiences in the 350. There have been people that have been saying they are getting all kinds of issues, though, and I don't know. I ran a poll on my channel, one of the last streams, and it was the majority of people in 2020 were dissatisfied or they were having issues, where the 2024 users were actually having a much better experience. So me being on 2024, I had a really good experience with the 350, minus the first day. Now, there are definitely some things that are not awesome about it, but I like it. I think it's beautiful. I think it sounds good, and I've definitely had some fun with it, man. PC-12, no, I don't like the PC-12. It's still got the pressurization issues. Unless you're talking about the PC-12 that's, what is it, SimWorks? That one bugs me, man. There's something with the flight model on that that's just way off. I haven't flown it in a long time. It's just, something's not right about it. The 350 in 2024 is way better for me, says Dougal. Yeah. So if you're in 2024, Mick, and you really want a 350, I think you're going to love it, dude. I think the majority of folks that have had problems have been in 2020. And I said this, and this is just my opinion. I don't know if it's true. It could be completely false. I feel like just gauging the feedback and what I've seen on my Discord and what I've seen on other stream chats and everything where everyone's talking about, I feel like the 350 was designed in 24, and then they try to force feed it into 2020 to make everyone happy, and just there's still a lot of 2020 users, but I think that's where the problem stemmed from. I think the majority of the development was focused on 24. I think that's why we might be getting some problems. But again, just my opinion. PC-12's had some new updates. Interesting, Jardog. Well, if hey, look, I would be more than happy to give it another shot. As soon as it hits 2024, though. Once it is 2024, I would love to give it a shot. Let's go ahead and turn those off. We'll leave the pitot heats on. We'll turn the prop heats off. Or leave some load there. Shouldn't need any heats now. Doing 232 over the ground. Does anyone have any issues with the 350 where DME info doesn't show on an ILS? That's a good question. Anybody seen that? You're not getting DME on an ILS? Dougal, is it with all approaches? Have you tried it with more than one? Because there is a possibility you could be on a non-ILS DME. It could just be an ILS with no DME, but it should still give you a DME. At least through your GPS, you could figure it out. But you're not getting any. Sometimes you get 0 DME. Then yeah, that would be a bug. You shouldn't be getting that. You should be getting some info. 333 course line, so that should be right about there. 2,000 the level off. I like this view better. That looks good, like so. Hope we should be squawking altitude. Son says he's had the same issue. Yeah, I can't think of a good reason why you would be getting that. Dude. not sure why. Windshield heat come off as well. Approaching 1,000 to level off. There's a lot alerted. Real pilots don't need a GPS. I agree with you, man. What prop settings are using the Turbine Duke? I'm climbing out at 2,000 RPM, and I'm going to come back to about 1,900 or 1,800 for cruise here. Then we'll consult the manual. So we'll see if we can run it max power pretty much, or we'll run it as hard as we can. Since this is a rental Duke, this isn't our actual our Duke that we're using for Tour de Americas. My battery should be on both, thanks. Should it be on both? Or do you alternate? Zach, no, it's not wrong to climb at max RPM. I just do it for noise, and when I flew PT6 aircraft, whether it was Beech 99s or King Air, it was our SOP to bring them back just a hair after takeoff. After 1,000 feet, we'd always bring them back a little bit, whether it was get them off the red line, whether it was an 1,800 or 1,900 climb out, whatever it was. Can't remember the numbers now, but we seldomly climbed out at full prop. But I'm gonna bust out the manual here real quick. We'll figure it out together, get an official word. All right, leveling off though at 28,000 feet. I'm gonna leave the torque where they are. They're maxed out 900. Now the 350 that Flix is flying, that has a quiet cruise of like 1,600 RPM, I think. Now you can see here though in our PT6s, we've got a keep out zone, and then we have an additional green zone, and I'm not quite sure what that's all about. But let's take it back to a nice quiet cruise. 1,800 for us. $1,470. That's what it is. Yeah, I know it's low, because in the 350 has the biggest PT6s. We have actually smaller PT6s, but I actually have a lot of time in this exact PT6 was PT6A, whatever, 715 horsepower. Whatever is in the Duke is what I had a lot of time in the 99s. They all operate relatively similar. Couple differences will be like max motoring for start, ITT limitations are going to be a little bit different, and of course some of your cruise prop settings are going to be different as well. But there we go. We're leveled off 1,800 feet. Let's do a task check. Let's see what we're doing here. So we are minus 40C, and we are at 28,000 feet. So let's go ahead and spin this in here. Put it in the keep out zone. It's a harmonics thing. Yeah, but probably is. I'm going to look in the manual here too, because we're mastering the Grand Duke. We have not mastered our Turbine Duke yet. I'm almost thinking we should do a... on the return, after we finish Tour de Americas southbound, we'll have to do another tour in a Turbine Duke. Alright, so minus 40C is right here, and there is the 28,000 foot line. So we're tasking out 265. 265 task, ground speed of 274 for 17 minutes from PXN. Pressurization is good. Cabin temp is 50 degrees. That's a little chilly for Force Raptor. He wants a little more heat. So let's go ahead and get Force Raptor a little bit more heat. A little bit more heat for him. And I guess we could open pilot air, defrost air a little bit better flow throughout the cabin. And now that we are in cruise, we will close the oil cooler doors. such a sleek looking airplane, man. All right, we're stabilizing. Nice and quiet. So let me pull out the manual. Let's get our tray. Let's get our table out here so we can read the manual on this thing. We'll go full screen cam as well. Oh. A little bit choppy here at 28. Breaking news from NTSB Philly, Learjet voice recorder was not on during the flight. Really, Austin Gray? That's not good, dude. Don't like hearing that. Alright, where is the Duke manual? Turbine Duke in the manual folder. I love it. Black square Turbine Duke manual. Load. Beautiful. Here it is. We pull it out. And let me see if I can't show you. Here we go. I feel like we should put it on the tray table. There we go, or on the table. Let's take a look at this. We need power settings. So let's run through here. Max cruise, blah, blah, blah. Here's our VX speeds that Bills was asking about. VX 110. Oh, it's lower than I thought. 120 VY. So just about blue line. Yeah, it is blue line. VYSC is 120, so 120. It's actually lower than turbine. That looks good. Do not exceed 198. All right. Engine limitations. When ITC exceeds 770, power should be limited to 5 minutes. We are below that, right? Just double check. Oil cooler doors closed. That's a normal caution. Yeah, we're 760. Our temps are looking good. So we'll go back to our cabin seat here. What's up, man? How's it going? Billy B16. Good to see you, dude. Operating limitations. Both wing up pumps supposed to be oh. I didn't do the function check of the aux pump before takeoff. So I'm getting all confused now with our piston Duke. That's all right. Maximum slip, 30 seconds. That's for fuel flow. Do not attempt to fully retract landing gear with manual crank handle. Doing so may cause damage to the worm gear shaft. Don't want to do that. Starter limitations. All right. Let's go to power. Here we go. Engine power settings. Takeoff 100% torque. ISA no. Max continuous. That's what we want. We're at 28,000 feet. 910 torque. That's what we're getting. Prop, you can go run them full forward. 36 TAS and 290. So we could get a little bit more juice if we run the props forward. So according to the manual, whoever's that, Zach, you could run max continuous power, full prop RPM, 2190. So I get what if red line's 2200. So what's that, 10 off of the RPM limiter? You can run it full forward, have no issues, man. Normal cruise power at 28, 920 torque, 2,000 RPM. So I have them way back for sound and a little bit more, less stress, I guess, on the engine. But you would be completely fine to run these full 2,000 RPM here. You might even get a little bit more TAS out of it. Might even get 284. Economy cruise, so this is what we're running. We're running an 1800 RPM here. I'm running a little bit higher torque, 1800 RPM, so I'm wasting a little bit of gas according to the manual. Put some interpolation in there. Look, what did I say our TAS was? 265. We are legitimately doing, we're doing 265 TAS, and that's what the book says. This airplane is real life, Chad. Real life airplane. Range 1,000 versus 840. That's a big deal there. That's 160 miles. Economy cruise versus balls to the wall. You get 160 miles extra range. Max range. I'm trying to see if there's a super low. Here's your 95% cruise climb. 2190s. Yeah, you can run the props all the way up, man. So there's no issue here, according to their manual. That would limit you from running those props back or running those props full forward. You could totally do it. So, But we are 100% real life. 265 on the TAS. Love it. Absolutely love it. Oh, that's a beautiful shot right there. What? I need my sunglasses, man. It's so bright up here. We're gonna have to go to 19.7 to get off that. What? What? Where's it coming from?
Wind 274 at 10. Visibility 10 in heavy rain. Sky condition 1,800 feet scattered.
What?
Ceiling 4,700 foot overcast. Temperature 11. Dew point 6. Altimeter 299er2. 00. ILS runway tree 1. Salinas Airport information Golf 2200 Zulu. Wind 274 at 1.
Just calm 2. 2045 is what's getting us. Your ears, Jeff. What, was it too loud? I didn't think it was loud. Turn it down a little bit more. Let's get some tunes on. Let's enjoy a little bit of a cruise. Oh, yeah, 310 pilot vibes. I don't know what's better, that or that right now. Look at the brightness out there. So nice. What should we listen to? You know what song? Well, we can't listen to that song because that's... Oh, it's logged me out. You vote dashboard view? No. No. Hold on. I'm going old school. Dashboard view is pretty sick. What about dashboard view with just a little bit of gauges? Nah. Just like that. See the torques or the ITTs. Okay, that's hot. Come on, chat. That is so hot. How come in economy settings you get more range at 25 than 28? Probably takes into account fuel burn to climb. Let me see. Let me bring up the tab. Let's look at it. It's a little loud. Let's turn it down a little bit there. A little crazy on the music. Let's see. So you said in the economy settings, in the economy cruise power, range was higher at 25 than 28. Economy 25. Oh, by 10. Yeah. So that's got to be just because of that little bit of. I tell you what. At 10 miles, I don't know if they're actually predicting it by the 10 miles accuracy. If they are, it's probably got to be some computation to climb up to 28 and the burn, or it's a typo. Basically what this is saying is it's almost not worth it, but you're going to burn, look how much, well, you're going to burn less when you get up here, but you got to, it must be a typo. I think I'm going to go with typo by 10, because if this was larger, like 1100, now that'd be a lot. Maybe not. Maybe it is to climb up there. Your torque is going to drop off, and your fuel flows are going to go down. But your speed isn't going to get faster until you get higher. So it's almost like a crossing. If you look at a graph, and when it's curved out, they're going to cross each other, and it's right there. So basically, if this is not a typo, it's basically saying you might as well stay at 25. Now, a couple other benefits to 25. other than you're going to burn more gas, it's going to be easier on the pressurization for you in the cabin, be more comfortable. But it just depends on, you want to save 1, 2, 3 gallons per hour per engine. That's 6 gallons an hour. You're going to go 3 hours, 18 gallons. How much is Jet A? If you have to calculate 18 gallons of fuel to see if it's going to make or break you, you probably can't afford the Turbine Duke anyway. But that would be my breakdown of why that's a little bit different. I'm just not 100% sure because it's such a small number and it could easily be a typo. But let's see if there's another. Where's the max continuous power? More range at 28 to 25. Normal cruise, more range at 28 to 25. Economy cruise. Man. Yeah, I don't know. It's so close it could be either. It's either the curve is intersecting the efficiency there, or it's a typo. One of the two. Either way, one thing I can't tell you for sure is if you have to calculate, if 18 gallons is going to make or break you, like I said, we probably can't afford it. Cruise climb torque. So this is all as expected, going up. I wanted to look up the that gauge, the prop gauge. See if it explains that keep out zone there. Max range is also off by 5. Well, then if it's max range 2, then I would imagine that it has to do with that climbing up there. Let's see. So here's the other GPS we could take, the KLN 90. We could do a KLN 90 install. I got to remember how to use it though. I want to find the prop gauges. Digital instrument interpretation. Let's see. Gas generator, propeller. Does it say anything about it? No. Hung Start. I love them too, man. We've dedicated a whole series to flying props from the northernmost part of North America to the southernmost part. Yeah, it doesn't say in here about that little keep out zone. I don't see anything about it. You said max range was off by 5? Where was that? On the max power one or the econ? Oh yeah, right here. Yeah, max power. So it's got to be factoring the power to climb up there. That's just how precise they're splitting the hairs, which, I mean, you spend that kind of money on this airplane, you want it as precise as possible. So, but now I don't believe it's a typo. It's just that tight. So the amount of fuel you're going to burn to get up to 28,000 feet, that's going to limit. Oh my gosh. What was that? Yeah. Okay, must have been a weather reload. Yeah, just to climb up there, man. Let's see. Cruise climb torque, yeah. So really what you want to do, I mean, and that kind of makes sense. So cruise climb 95% torque or limit. If you want to go max range, I mean 5 miles ain't much of a difference. 10 miles. Basically, you want to get up to 25,000 feet as fast as you can. And also, well, you can go as fast as you can up to 28,000 feet and then come back to a cruise, normal cruise power setting here. Yeah. It's just, it's crazy how precise they've got it. 10 miles and a 5 mile difference. That's crazy. So it must be something in their formula that they can calculate that precise. 1140 range at 25,000 feet. So climb like a Banshee to 250 and then pull it way back. Pull it back at 25. It's pushing $5 a Jet A. Oh, here's our commercial turnout. I love these. So yeah, what do we say? So we said it was 6 gallons, right? So 6 gallons at $5, 30 something dollars. I feel like I need to find a Turbine Duke like theme song. I feel like Ooey is one of them. I just don't know which one it is. I like Ooey's music, but all right, we're 27 minutes out from Sierra Whiskey Romeo. All right, we're actually going to have to do this approach hardcore. Migs, what's up, my man? When's the next leg of TDA? I'm getting excited to warmer weather. Yes, this weekend, Migs. It's coming up. Coming up. Ace of Spades by Motorhead. Nah, that's not it. Let's see what this one is. There was one Ooey song that was really good that I listened to a long time ago that I really liked. Maybe this one. This one's I like this one. Yeah. This is pretty good. This is a good Ooey song. I think this one I was thinking of. Alright, but we have to seriously prep for this approach because we'll pull it up here on the knee pad. Let's zoom out of all this. Gonna be going into some juice up here. It's snowing and everything in Santa Barbara right now, so, or excuse me, in Truckee. We'll pull up the Truckee information. Variable 3 miles. Visibility's gone up. Snow broken at 1200. That's not very awesome. What kind of charts we got? Actually, what was the wind again? Variable at 3. So any runway is an option for us. We need to pick the one with the lowest possible minimums. So if we look at approaches, we don't have any Lido chart, or we don't have any FAA charts. I know there's charts. Charts? I know there's charts. Arrivals, approaches. All right, so I'll have to pull it up on Navigraph. I'm scared if it's going to crash the sim. I'm surprised I can't pull up the Truckee charts on here. Thomas Ray, I listen to some of it while I'm flying, yeah. In the sim. When the 310R is updated for the 24, it might get me for the Comanche. Luke, I have it in 24. I think it's working, man. Is it not working properly? I know I have it installed. Man, we don't have any charts right there. Dang it. All right. Don't be scared. Navigraph works fine. All right, here we go. If this crashes it, we can all blame Luke Wallace. All right, so we have to find the, let me make this a bigger iPad here. We have an RNAV 11. Let's gets us down to 1,800 feet. What was the weather? Broken at what? 1,200? So that's us. RNAV 20. Ah, that's what we need. We need to do the RNAV 20. Gets us down to 1222, right at minimums. We got to do that one. RNAV GPS Alpha and unspecified. That's too high up. So we're going to do RNAV 20 then. Sim crash anxiety sound effects brought to you by V1. Hey, Mig, 615 Canadian, my man. Appreciate you, dude. All right, so it's going to mess up my plan for SWR. Let's take it from, we can either take it from Cigna or Mustang. If we look at the map here, SWR, Mustang is past it. I think Cigna would be the best option. I think Cigna. So let's do that. Let's go here. RNAV 20. We're going to set up our GPS to go to Cigna, Alva, and then inbound for the RNAV 20. So we'll come over here. Let's go to the procedures. Select approach, RNAV 20 off of Cigna. Definitely rough terrain out there. We're going to just load it for now. So we've got that all in the box. Approach RNAV 20 SWR. So after SWR, actually, you know what? We can go direct there now. We'll wait till we get a little bit closer, then we'll go direct to Cigna. How's our ground speed? 322. Looking good. I'm curious to see what performance we'll get here if we run the props up 1900. Let's just run them up a little bit. Let's keep the torque where it is. Let's run the props up. Right now we're 170 true, or 170 indicated. See if we get any more ground speed out of it. What do we say? Was it three? It's been 322 the whole time, right? I don't think it's changed. Oh, 323. Let's see if we get any more speed out of it. Yeah, man, RNAV 11. I mean, I'll do the RNAV 11 if you guys want to do it. I just don't think we'll see anything. What were the conditions? Right now, broken at 1200. I just don't think the RNAV 11 getting us down. I don't think it's going to get us to 1700 feet, man. We got to go 500 feet below mins. Is the RNAV 11 cooler? There's a procedure turn. Ooh. We could do it with the procedure turn. I mean, we already busted minimums once today. Should we do it again? Just fly VFR. 11 is a spicy one, though. You come in offset, too. Gets us down to 1,800 feet. Middle name, minimum, last name, Buster. So we got 5 more knots out of it by running the prop up to 1,900. We got 5 more knots out of it. Gosh, that just looks awesome. 19 minutes. We're going to start thinking about descending down if we're doing that one. I think we'll just stick with the plan. We'll go direct Cigna. Do a legal approach here. want... gosh, I hate it when it does that. I just want to come to charts, and I just want this. Alright. We could go AGA or Alva. Can we load it off of Alva? That's an intermediate. Did it offer Alva? FMG Woodpa Alva. So yeah, let's do Alva. Shoot. Do it off of Alva. There we go. And now what we can do is yeah, that's fine. We're 128. We're gonna have to start descending down here pretty soon though. Alright, we'll do it off of Alba. I feel like flying over Washington State and Tour de America should get us a DB Cooper sticker on our Piston Duke. Ooh, that would be maybe a specialty sticker, since we technically landed in the U.S. twice, right? We took off out of Alaska and then we went through Canada, landed back in America. Maybe we should get another special sticker. What was the failure earlier, Racer? It was a prop heat, a surface prop heat on the number 2 engine. So that would have been asymmetric blade icing, would have been sussy. Hayden Ray J. Robinson, what's going on, man? Good evening, sir. Speedbed in the house. Speedbed. How you doing, man? All right, so we're 16 minutes out. Course 357 is what we want to be at right now. So there's 360, 55, 56, 57. Close enough. Let's go ahead and start trickling down. We're going to set, let's see, AGA is at 12. Let's just, I don't want to get into this soup. Let's set 20 for now. We're going to set flight level 200. Hold on, why is my... I'm going to need to change that binding. Let's see if I can do it in flight here. I think because I'm on a different livery, my yoke is not the... yep, it's not the proper yoke. A stream chat full of Brits. Oh, wait, that's me too. Hey, Dougal. Oh, you didn't see that. Uh-oh. Heard a bunch of click-clack clicks. Off. Autopilot re-engage. Nav. Alright. Attitude mode. There we go. Now it's working. How do I get the right binding in there? Nah, you didn't see that, Luke. Nah, you see nothing. You see nothing, Luke. Shh. Go back and fly your Comanche. I'm not an honorary Brit. I'm an honorary Brit, but not born Brit. Ah, Mix. No, you're Canadian, Mix. Forever and always Canadian, Mix. Alright. Headsets are coming off. I'll juice up the sounds a little bit here as we start our descent. I'm actually going to pull the props back for this now. We don't need to run up 1900 here. Let's go back to 1800. I have so many hours of the props back at 1800 and a PT6 that like it just sounds happier. I can set 1800 RPM with my eyes closed, just with sound. Now as we descend, watch our overspeed here. We'll bring that torque back. And the best thing about turboprops, you don't have to worry about stage cool. So if you need to slow down, yank that torque back. You're not going to hurt anything. Alright, we're starting down to 200. And we're Sierra Whiskey Romeo 13 miles. What's the CTAF for this Joker place? CTAF for Truckee. I like this airport. We're going to stop here at Tour de America. It's 2057. Well, the first time I flew here in the sim was in the Piaggio, and we absolutely loved it. It was so awesome. Such an awesome approach in the weather. Nope, that's the wrong cam. Don't look at that one. There you that we're gonna have to test our GPS functionality in our Caravan or in our Grand Duke. K6 makes it's Canadian, eh? F-28 V2 on the 13th digital merc. Is that what they're saying? Can't wait, man. I need to hit up Whiskey, make sure I get my Texas airlift. Hopefully it's working in 2024. Don't you miss that, just that Spey engine roar? Like, and what's really cool about it is the, on Aveo Premium, when you have the Fokker installed and someone else is flying the Fokker, you can just allow it to be the same model and you get the same sounds and everything. It's great. Love it. So group flights in the F-28 are awesome because you can hear everybody from 10 miles away. You don't get the standard sounds. Unless you turn it off. You can always turn it off and do like for performance purposes. Yeah, diabetic glide, it's pretty well optimized. I've done it without issue, but if you're struggling for perf, then yeah, you would want to turn it off. But it's one of the few airplanes that I actually like to leave it on because watching someone else take off in the F-28 with the same sound pack as you is just so awesome. I think I did a stream, we were going into Burbank, and I don't know if it was Steven or somebody was in a Rocketeer F-28, and they went around, and it was just, it sounded like a fighter jet flying over. It was awesome. Beautiful. Maybe we should see. I'm just getting ahead of myself here for Tour de Americas. I wonder if we should take Tour de Americas south and then can we ferry it to another continent? Is it possible to take a Duke from like to Africa? Well, what about the easternmost point of South America? Can we get to an island out there somewhere? Or would we have to leave from like Bangor, Maine, and then go through Europe? I don't know. I'm getting ahead of myself. We got a long way to go in Tour de America still, but we also have a long way to go down here on this descent. So here we go. Let's go ahead and pull that power out, lower the nose. Down we go. We need to reset pressurization. Field elevation is going to be 6,058. We'll call it 5,900 feet. So we'll set this to start descending. Hayden Robinson, thank you for the 2 pounds, man. Appreciate you, dude. It's always a good day when you're streaming, sir. Hey. Appreciate you, man. Glad you enjoy the content, and it makes me happy that makes you happy. So, very kind of you, sir. Thank you. How's the temp in here, Force Raptor? 62 degrees. Is that okay with you, or you need more heat? Warming up a little bit for Force Raptor. Duke to Europe via Iceland. That would be good. Ascension Island? Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look at it. Well, like I said, I'm getting way ahead of myself. We got a long way to go. Let's set let's set 16,000 here on the descent. So let's go flight plan, cursor. Let's go direct to Alva now. Direct to Alva, enter, activate. Flight plans. We're going direct to Alva. Course to Alva, 356 track, pretty much straight. So now we get a better ETA. 18 minutes out. Crossing Alva, we need to be, this is a 12,000 foot feeder, so 16 should be safe as we come on down here. Minimums, rad out is going to be, we're LNAV, 1222, 1,200 feet. I got to set a rad out of 1,200. There's 1,000, 11, 1,200 is set. Here we're gonna have to go on a yeah, we'll have to be like ferry conditions. Super lightweight and all that. I didn't need to slow down that much, let's get a little bit more torque in there. Gosh, the sounds on this Turbine Duke are good too, because it's, I mean, I can hear the fuel burning. Like it's a prop, but I can hear that turbine in there, man. I can hear the fuel burning. It's amazing. Mattia says I had problems with the 350 loading after switching to non-beta. I pulled the reverse Uno reverse card on Sim Update 1 beta fix. Looks like it worked. Ooh, that's a good thing to know. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to do the Sim Update 1 until I have a couple of people saying it's the same and I can switch over. But right now I'm going to just stick with the beta. Everything seems fine here. Force wrap you put on your jacket. Well, there you go. 73 degrees. Are you happy now? What I say CTEF was 2057. Yes, 2057 is up. Let's flip you to active. Start making some radio calls. There might be some people flying in here. Truckee traffic, Duke, November 357 Bravo Sierra. We're about 75 miles to the south. We're going to be setting up for an RNAV 20 approach off of Alva, Truckee traffic. Hello, Captain. I'm new to your channel, not a real pilot, but enjoy the Beechcraft King Air series model planes. Awesome, Giorgio. Well, welcome in, man. If you want one of the best PT6 renditions out there, you need to get yourself the Turbine Duke from Just Flight. My favorite airplane in the sim. It's Fenix and Duke, equally. Not one above the other. They're literally equal, in my opinion. One is the greatest of all time tube liner. One is the greatest of all time prop-driven aircraft. Turbine pistons for life. I do love the piston, Douglas. Don't get me wrong. There's much more to do in the piston. I love it. I love the piston. I love it so much. Like I said, we're doing an entire Tour de Americas in it. We're going to be picking that up this weekend. The MBR 54 livery has a gray dashboard. Ooh, really? I have to check it out too. Migs dropping 20 Canadian, my man. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you for the support. Says we should zig and zag a little to the southeast and land at Grand Canyon National Park. Ooh, on the Tour de Americas before heading back over to Cali, because flying over the Grand Canyon has got to be absolute juice in 24. That's an idea, Migs. That's pretty far east, though. We'll think about it. We'll think about it, man. I haven't planned out all the rest of the legs yet, so I will think. I'll look at some additional routes going east, man. That's a great idea, though, because that would be pretty sweet. And we don't have to go that far. We could maybe go through where I did my training, most of my training there in Deer Valley. Go over Grand Canyon, Vegas, Grand Canyon, down into Arizona. But we don't want to waste too much time in the USA because we got to go south. But we do have to go inland a little bit to go down over Mexico. Unless we plan to cross the Gulf, like Barry did. Cross the Gulf in a Duke, that would be spicy. Rusty says, I don't know if you've talked about Sim Update 1 much today. Just joined. This was in changelog documentation, added aircraft development guidelines for career mode. Third party and career mode coming. Ooh, Rusty, I sure hope so, man. I sure hope so, Rusty. Thanks again, though, Migs. Appreciate 20 Canadian, man. Now, we have a vertical profile that's already loading up, which we should be able to be VNAV compensated here. So we should be able to arm this approach and just fly it like a regular approach. Matter of fact, this should already be, if I go activate, it's already active. You see that? So we're actually technically already activated the approach. We'll get a little bit closer. We'll hit nav. Man, it's 90 degrees in here, Force Raptor. What are you doing to the temps, dude? Goodness. Try to make somebody happy. He runs the cabin up to 90 degrees. Phoenix is Brady, Duke is Mahomes. That's pretty good, Bills Mafia. That's pretty good. We could pick up the GPS in Cali, head east, Grand Canyon. Yeah. Beach 18 on Amelia Earhart's route. Ooh. You know, I keep seeing this like Amelia Earhart like truth story. It's like I think it wants to be a documentary thing. It keeps popping up on my YouTube feed. I gotta watch it. I might watch it tonight when you bail on me. So instead of playing Black Hawk Down by myself with some randos, I'll watch that video. I do miss the Beach 18. I'd love to fly that one again. There's a mod. Okay, Wingnut. Get the mod for the Beach 18. It's the same thing that you guys have in the DC-3, but it's for the Beach 18. I want to see how good it is. That could be pretty sweet too. But this is our light GA for today. Can I just say, I definitely noticed workload on the Turbine Duke is definitely less than the piston. Yes, it is. I think I'm really liking it more than the piston. Zach, it's so hard to decide which one I like more, man, because they're so similar yet they're so different. Like the Turbine Duke, you just feel fancy, and you feel like almost you get the little bit of that invincibility, hazardous attitude, right? Like you got all the power that you could ever want. You can throw in your GPSs. You can chop and drop the power, no problem. It's just different. You can relax. It's a little bit more relaxed, maybe. But then the Piston Duke, I love it because of all the stuff you have to do and maintain the turbos and just, you know, the stress of starting up when it's minus 30 outside. They're just both so awesome, man. They're so awesome. How's our fuel? We are burning a lot of gas in this. Yeah, we're down to 5.54, 56 aside. Yeah, you are right, Migs. There's a lot of stuff out east that would be great. Rockies, Utah, Grand Canyon. Barry Seal approval across the Gulf would be fun. I mean, it would be fun to do like a Gulf crossing in the Duke. That would be kind of fun. We might have to deviate east. I'll put a poll out, Migs. I'll poll it. I'll have to poll it and then see. Because you're onto something. You're definitely onto something. And because I specifically would like to do a water crossing in the Duke. Grand Canyon Airport in town, completely modeled. Even put the McDonald's there. Really, virtual flight diaries. Really? All right. It sounds like we're going to have to go east. Oh, jeez. Overspeed, overspeed. Weather reload. Bring the torque back, bring the torque back. Now that seems to be new. I don't remember it being that aggressive. You know, those weather reloads like that. I don't remember that being that aggressive. Duke handled it well, though. We're nice and stable, back on speed, 16,000, so we're okay. A water crossing? Come to my place. Oh, we will, Dougal. We will. We're getting close, man. 50K subs, Dougal. We're going to do Euro Tour V2, man. And I don't know how cool it would be to take a 350 across the pond, eastbound. And then, Dougal, we're going to do a lot of the short hops in Europe in the Dukes and in Pistons and props. Piaggio. Like, I want to take the Piaggio down through Italy because how can you fly to Italy and not fly the Piaggio? And there's a lot of stuff that we didn't get to hit, or we only hit it briefly on the first Euro Tour. So, 777 or Classic 7. I would take the 7.4 if it was available, but it won't be available. And at least I don't think so. I mean, unless no one loves me, and it takes another 5 years to get 50K subs. But if the Classic was available, then yeah, there would be no discussion. Diabetic lad. Heck, even the 7.5, I'd be hard pressed to not take that across. You could transport the Duke in your 350. That's what we're going to do. Or A400M. A400M Duke transport. That minus 40 startup in the Piston, one of my favorite starts to a stream ever. Migs. Dude, it was awesome, wasn't it? I mean, what a way to kick off the Tour de Americas, man. We had some great... I mean, I can't wait to see how this is going to end up. I mean, we're only in, like, what, 6 flights in or 5 flights in? I mean, it's been epic, dude. We've had some severe cold temperatures. We've had some low vis. We've had icing. Speaking of icing, I think my windows are getting ice on them right now. No, I'm just looking at the heat blur. Never mind. We've had massive group flights of DC-3s, DC-6s. Yeah, Luke, lifetime live weather right now. That formation takeoff was a heck of a lot of fun. Looking at our weather now, I'm trying to scan it out here. I need to run... down too low. Let's run this at like 0, like down 0.3. glaciers in 4K was epic. Yep. Nice choice of plane for the stream. Glad the prop won the poll. Yeah, Bearded Aviator. We did both today. I thought Fenix was going to win, so I already planned the Fenix stream before I put the poll out. But then since y'all voted for prop, I said, well, I will listen. I am a man of the people. We will do a prop stream today as well. So this is actually stream number 2. Our first one, albeit was in an Airbus, was pretty awesome. I mean, we flew into Bogota on a tight RNAV visual, or excuse me, RNAV RNP approach going in there. We went below minimums to see the runway. Should have gone around, but I wanted to do this stream. If I wasn't doing a second stream, I probably would have gone around. That just takes too much time. Course 355 is set. 10 minutes out. 212 on the ground speed. Yeah, we're fighting a good wind up here. Yeah. I feel like we got a headwind right now. Force Raptor dropping the 5 gifted memberships, dude. Appreciate you, Force Raptor. Very kind, my man. If you pick up a membership from Force Raptor, shout him out and say thank you. Hopefully he's nice and warm now. 78 degrees in here for Force Raptor. Ah, we're icing. Windshield heats are coming up. Prop heats are coming up. Turn them all on now because we're going to be running through this pretty much the whole way, I would imagine. So heats are on. We're loaded up. Oh, no. Why don't I have prop heat on the right again? Not getting any prop amps on the right. Suspect. Migs dropping the 5 gifted memberships as well, though, Migs. Thank you, dude. 5 gifted subs from Migs. Thank you both. Migs and Force Raptor, y'all are awesome. Make sure you shout them out and say thank you if you got a membership from one of those fine gentlemen. I wonder if our maintenance was a little shoddy back there in Santa Barbara. Almost sounds like he pencil whipped the logbook. Ah, no, there it is. It cycles. Look, it cycles. So you don't run it from both sides. Okay, so we're good. We're good. They run left and right. We're good now. We're good. We good. All right, 8 minutes from Alva. We want to cross Alva at 12,000, 4,000 feet to lose. About 4 minutes from our descent. We're going to go down to 12K. I'm going to put this one in terrain. We'll do a 40-mile terrain check here on this one, just so we have a better idea. Let's do 25 miles. Is that 25? What is that? Well, that's 2 nautical miles. Wait a second. We'll zoom in here. 2, 4, 5. There we go. 10. Now we're cooking with gas. We'll do 35. We'll do 20 nautical miles in terrain mode on the bottom, since we don't have a terrain radar, GPWiz, or anything like that. We're going to set our next altitude. 12,000 is set. And then on our descent here, we'll go cooler doors open. We'll get our lights set for our descent checks. There's some wing flex out there. The guy you just insulted wanted an apology. You're right. I'm sorry. To the maintenance in Santa Barbara, I apologize. You did your job correctly. Cussed him out under my tongue in flight and then realized it turned on. I like the 530-430 combo. Wish my 182 had that. I'm stuck with the 430. Yeah, I like this combo too. We got a... I don't know if we're going to run this on our Tour de Americas or if we're going to run KLN 81 or KLN 90, whatever it is. KLN 90B, I think. We got to pick one of them. I like this because it's really gives us a lot more confidence going into some of these sketchy airports as we go further south, but we shall see. The KLN 90 also requires like a mod to be installed, so I'm not 100% sure how stable it is. But oh, look at this view! Look at the vertical development clouds over there. That wing nut wish he has in 2020. awesome. The whole cockpit has a retro but modern vibe. I know, man. That's why I love these Dukes. Why not the 750 by TDS? I don't know, man. It's too much. It's too much to me. They're fun. I might look at it, but I mean, you talk about flying iPad. The thing is wild. Now, I did have some problems in 2020 with the TDS and the Duke specifically, or it might have been the TBM. I can't remember. Like, it wouldn't follow the LNAV track and all that stuff. I don't know how it functions in 2024. I'll have to look. All right, let's go attitude hold, pitch it down to 12. Let's get the cooler doors open. We'll get all our lights on. Boom, 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 boom. Get ready to start the approach from Alva. Once we get down to 12, we'll slow down to Alva inbound. We should probably fly the approach about 140 knots, and then inside of the AGA, then we'll go slow at about 120. Is that tan carpet? Yeah, it is. Yeah, this is tan carpet. We don't have the fancy carpet and rugs like I do in my personal livery from Whiskey Throttle that we're saving. We'll fold up the table here. Yeah, this is much more standard feature than what Whiskey Throttle cooked up for us. TDS works great in the Comanche, just saying. Hey, I'll tell you what, Luke, I'll fly the Comanche at the TDS when you fly the Duke with the 530-430 stack. Yeah, that does look a little bit suspect out there. You can see, we're actually kind of see what it's trying to paint here. A lot of yellow on that edge. A lot of yellow on that edge. We're 3 minutes out. 2,000 feet to go, doing 1,000 feet per minute. We're looking good. I'm going to bring the power back a little bit more here. Let's pull some torque off. The V1 Special looks like an airborne shaggin' wagon. Number 5 on the way. Dude, no. Number 4 on the way. No, don't scare me. I was thinking this, like, what if it's twins? We go from 3 to 5. Only one in there. SpaceX rocket was caught. Nice, dude. Yeah, I see a sucker hole too right there. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a perfect example of a sucker hole. There, let's just fly through that hole and get below this stuff and proceed to the airport. Not a good idea. Attention passengers, we've started our descent. Yes indeed, Bearded Aviator. I wish we don't have a seatbelt sign in this thing, huh? I guess you don't need one. You just turn around and be like, buckle up. There's gauges back here though? Hold on, I never actually looked at the roof. Oh, oxygen. No smoking while in use. So you could use it when you could smoke when it's not in use? Oh, these lights work too? Wow, looks like we have some water damage up here. Okay, not a time to be doing a cabin tour. Yep, watch out for radio towers, Tom. Don't have to tell me twice.
Truckee traffic, .com 254 overhead Alva for RNAV 20.
Ah, he beat us. Truckee traffic, Duke 7 Bravo Sierra. We are 6 from Alva, setting up for the RNAV 20, Truckee. I think we outclimbed him, but he definitely is faster than us in the cruise. Probably doing 250. Indicated. TDS is a replication of the real thing. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I used it. I used it in 2020 quite a bit. I mean, it's fantastic. It's a fantastic piece of hardware, man. Software. All right. So now, theoretically, I'm gonna wait till we're Alva inbound because it's 12,000 foot leg, and then I'm gonna arm approach mode, and we're going to see what happens here. We're going to slow down here a little bit too. We don't want to be making a 90-degree turn at 200 knots. Start slowing. When I flew these, we did 1900 for instrument approaches, so we're going to run these up to 1900. Power set, cooler doors are open, pressurization is set, lights are set, anti-ice is on. We'll get the aux pumps on final. Yeah, we're going to be hard IMC on this approach. ANR headsets are coming off. Next course 092.
Turkey traffic, Falcon 254 overhead, Awega on a 20.
092 approach course 080. 092. Slowing down about 120 knots. EF, what's up, man? Alright, after we hit Awega, inbound at 10,000. FAF is 9,500. .540-30 is too fiddly. Man, when you have the when you know you can type on it, though, it makes it really easy. The type feature helps a ton. Hamburglar, no, didn't say it. All right, we're going into the thick of it, though. Back on the white arc. Cooler doors are open. Left ice. DR off. What? Approach is armed. I'm gonna set 10 thou, or actually set 9,500. 10,500 is set. Do the magic barrel ref update. Minimums are 1,200, which is 17. Or no, excuse me, 7120. 7120 is our name. I just see lightning. There's our prop heat illuminated. Prop heats are working. It's good. All right, let's start coming back to 120. Let's get ready to make the turn on the final here. It's starting to get choppy. We're getting bounced around. It's going off this. Nope, start to move. That's crazy. Flaps approach. Props are set. Power is set. A little bit more juice here. 120 on the speed. Getting ready to make our final turn inbound.
Trucking traffic, Falcon 254, 5 miles from my 20.
Put my heading mug on it. There we go, in the turn. Truckee traffic, Duke 7 Bravo Sierra, we're Auga inbound for the RNF 20. Truckee
traffic, Falcon 254, short final, runway 20.
Austin is at or above 10. But I think we're going to get our vertical deviation here. Let's see if we get our vertical. Yeah, you can see our VNAV assistance is coming down. Now, I don't think it will vertically follow it. I think we have to attitude it. I'm going to see what happens here. I think it'll flash. I can't remember on the Century 4. Let's see what happens as we go through. Got it. So it's going to do glide slope, but we got to come down, buddy. We'll get it. I'll tell you what, yeah, let's turn those on too. Interception
Traffic,
coming on.
Stockholm 254, vacated runway 20.
I'm going to hand find approach here. Catch up to this vertical deviation here. Austy's 10, finals 9,500. Barrow is 71. Austy's at or above 10, so I'm going to hustle up here. See our vertical path is coming up a little bit. We're catching it. Well, we're getting ice now. See some ice out there on the wing. Let's go ahead and blow a boot. Let's do a cycle on the boots. Lumbo is 95. We're 1,000 above. Let's drop the gear. Let's catch up here. Now it's at or above 9,500, so we are good. We're on the path now, so now we can, yeah, the gear really came down. You see that? Shallow it out. And this 183 on the track. Speed is good. Forgot to start the recording. Shoot. Oh, I can't see my screen. Recording is on. Recording's on. Where are we at? All right, we're good. We're good. Watch that descent right there. A little bit off course. Corrected. LPV is actually 64, so we could go to 64 if we needed. So let's set 6,400 here. This is spicy. Spicy meatball. Oh yeah, look, we're icing up, man. We're getting ice. Hey, .com, land a truckie. When'd you break out?
500 feet.
Oh, that's legal. Alright, well that's not comforting. Let's throw another boot cycle in there.
I saw a tree before I had been, so we proceeded.
We're watching that vertical deviation. It's way off us now. Gosh, it is nasty right here. Comes our first set of minimums, but we're going down to 6,400 now, and we're probably going to have to get lower because .com didn't see it till 500 feet. Oh my goodness. Looks Looks like we look. Did we actually blow the ice off the wing? That's crazy. I think we did. Let's get back on course here. Oh, I see ground contact. Not a call, but I see ground contact. Field elevation is 6. Oh no. Oh, that scared me. I thought we were going to crash out. All right, approaching our first set of minimums. 6,400 feet. Bueller's. I don't see a runway down there. Oh, what is that? I see lights. I see lights. Continue. I see lights. Full flaps. Props are coming up. 110, a little bit high. Wow. Wow, the wind is ripping. Oh, are you serious? What is this wind? Oh my gosh. Oh, what is this wind? What is this wind?
Not seen that technique before.
Dude. What is this wind? Should try flying a sim that has weather. It's pretty fun. Wow. Gonna need a REM shipment after that one. Good thing
Correct
that...
traffic, CW 705 short final, runway 20.
Dude. Check the right wingtip. No kidding. We're gonna need a wingtip and I didn't... Since when did the wind pick up to 50 knot gusts? Oh my gosh. It's freaking 98 degrees in here because we're all sweating. Mix, we want to finally met the final boss of crosswinds. My brakes stuck? I think we might have damaged the gear. Calling Blanco Rio. I think we might have. I'm Hoover from Pilot Debrief, and today we're going to learn how this pilot did a terrible. Oh, look, look. Oh. He's gone off the runway. Hey, TWA, you're supposed to stay on the pavement. Look.
I'd love to that.
Oh my gosh, he drifted onto the taxiway. He literally drifted onto the taxiway. The freaking Constellation drifted onto the taxiway. It's like snowing and rain right now. Snow, sleet, rain. Goodness. Avionics, inverter, ignition, idle. Rollers coming off. Thanks again, Nick, for the 5 Canadian. Yeah, we met the boss on that one, dude. That was wild. My pager went off. Who needs REM? It's just practice one, Zippy. We're good. It's just practice. Big Mungus, thanks for the $2 super chat, man. I'm Hoover from Pilot Debrief. Thanks again for the $2 super chat. Douglas Phillips dropped a 20 bob on that one. Epic landing. No, mechanic. Dude, we're going to need a mechanic for sure. Did we damage anything? Oh, I didn't know you could move this. Oh, Pilot and engine instruments. What? Instrument lights. Oh, maybe because we shut down improper, or I flipped the battery switch. I did something wrong. That's what happens when you do things wrong. Now I busted our instrument lights. Good thing this is just a practice for fun mission. We didn't have actual consequences with 2 dead Americans. My goodness. You heard of Tokyo Drift. Now here's the good old Tahoe Drift. The Tahoe Drift. Look at that thing. Lufthansa. It's actually a TWA bird, but that's pretty funny. I wonder what Connie that is. Like, what model? Like, what is he flying? We got drifting Connies before GTA 6. Oh, how our props look? Are all our props straight? Yeah, our props are in good working order. What is the wind? There's no way that's 0 or whatever it was. A variable at 4? Dude, no it's not. Give me a break. Variable at 4? No, sir. No, no, no. Let's see. What does Zippy say? No, I didn't see it. Oh, Rem? No, we're good, man. We're good. It was a 40-knot crosswind at one point. It literally felt like... I feel like our props look bent, but I think they're just feathered. I don't think prop bends are simulated. Although this one looks pretty bent to me. But it would be in the tips. All right. Let's see the damage. Let's get out of here. I wanted a nice, relaxing Duke stream. Turned out to be pretty wild. Let's go ahead and throw it on replay. Let's go battery on. Let's go ahead and throw the condition levers up, props up, power at an idle. Thought I heard another prop landing. All right. Variable at 400. Everything works in replay mode because it's just flight and it's goated. Wonderful. I need to turn off the yoke. Disconnect the yoke. Looks good. Shut me down. And let's run this forward to the landing. That was insane. I mean, we can't even see it now. You can't even see anything right now. Blowing boots. See, in the piston Duke, that would have been very, 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 very suspect. I mean, it was still pretty suspect in this thing. I think we came closer to the trees on approach than it looked to. I think so too, man. I mean, that obviously would have been a go-around. Again, that would have been a go-around at minimums 1,000 feet ago. But here we go. Here comes our 400-knot crosswind from the right. But you notice how we maintain centerline after touchdown? That's because 2024 is goaded. All right. So we're battling some serious winds here. I mean, look at how much I'm trying to fly to the runway and I can't. Look. It's like a 400-knot wind shift, and then it all dies out. Look at this crap. I mean, we're flying 45 degrees to the runway. Oh! And a bounce. Oh! Well, look at that. Maintain center line, aileron into the wind, and maintain center line on a wet runway. Can't do that in 2020. That looks pretty sweet with the lights. That was very close, though, to being a crash. Let's watch it at half speed. Let's go half speed, slow-mo. Actually, let's go quarter speed. Slow-mo. So I tried to, like, decrab it, but I've been flying an Airbus all week, so obviously I did that way too early. When I did that way too early, I had to go right. I was trying to get back to the center line. Oh, brother. Impact on the right, then the left. Now we get a nice gust of wind and a bounce physics. See, the airplane is trying to go the opposite. That's how it should be. That's how it should be. Landed side loaded. Variable. Alright. Done. I gotta go home, cook some steaks. I'm hungry. 6 o'clock. I'm having a little New York strip tonight. Gonna throw it on the smoker. I'm getting out of here. I thought this was gonna be relaxing. That was still epic. I love the Duke so much. Alright, Bill's Mafia was the nosewheel landing. Kind of like yours, right? In real life. Right on centerline chat with 80% of the parts we started with. Hey, Wingnut, listen. I challenge you to stay on centerline in 2020 with a 400 knot crosswind, my man. All right, y'all, this was too much fun. I loved it. I hope you guys had fun today. I'm out of here. I will see y'all probably tomorrow, and if not, we're definitely doing Tour de Americas this weekend. Probably Saturday. I got a pre-fish on Sunday for a massive tournament next week. Got some big tournament prep coming up. But we're going to be doing some streaming the next couple of days. So buckle in. It should be a lot of fun. Glad I got a little Duke practice here before we bring up Tour de Americas, because we would have had a lot of problems today. Tour de Americas. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the support, for the super chats, the bank angle checks, Douglas Phillips, Miggs, Force Raptor, Big Mungus, Tom Pasco, Hayden J. Robbins. You guys are on Key 6. You guys are all awesome. Thank you so much for the support. Hit the like button for me on the way out. Remember, let's try to turn this. We're turning the algorithm around. We're going to get just as many views and just as many likes on prop streams as we do jet streams. That is the 2025 goal. All right, y'all have a wonderful rest of your night. I'm out of here. Stay safe. Stay healthy. I'm V1.